Hey, hello YouTube. My name is Chris. I run Elliott Wave Cafe. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to take a look at the stock. We're going to pick a stock from the S&P 500. I have them numbered here from 1 to 500, and then we're going to go into this kind of random number generator. I'm going to, press this a few times, and let's see what we come up with. We'll pick up that stock. I haven't looked at it. We're going to go, and I want to show you kind of how I think about this and how I count the ways. I've done already, I think, 3 episodes on this. Let's do one more and, see if there's anything more interesting kind of coming up, or, if there's any different wave count. So let's go with the generate. I'm going to press a couple of times here. Wow, 462. Let's give this a try. So as I scroll down here, I'm going to go, it's probably towards the end. So we're going to go here, 424, 469, 462 USB. This is a financial. So let's go ahead and take a look at banks. All right, what I usually do is I go over to almost like a quarterly chart. I want to see how far the data is going on. So this is 1987. I'm probably not going to have all this data into my Motive Wave software, so we'll go check it out. 1987 USB. I'm going to try to punch the stock in here. All right. USB, let's take a look at the monthly. 19, I'm all the way down to 1992, so I need a little bit more data here to go back. So for that, I'm going to go back here, and we will download this data really quick. So just slightly patient here past the data, and this takes just a second. All right, we're going to download this data set. Up here, USB, we're going to save this up into my files. We're going to go up here and then just delete the top line, and we're going to save this up and then quickly import it. All right, save it. Perfect. Now we'll go back here and we will import to the chart here, import data, add CSV file. We're going to look for USB right there, open it up. And let's do replace existing data too. Exactly. Okay, perfect. All right, so 1987, we got all the data we want. All right, let me just get rid of this. So, financials, listen, they're an interesting breed. They do not have, let's say, as strong trending markets as maybe some of the tech stocks do. But this one, it's a pretty decent one. It's one of these major banks. I used to bank with them, about 10 years ago. Anyway, let's put a couple of channels in here, maybe a channel just to kind of figure something out, just to connect this lows here. And let's just, clearly in a nice uptrend, right? Lower left to the upper right, we have some major correction here, right? That's the crash in 2008, that's the financial crisis, and then we retested these lows not that long ago, from October, right, 2022, April 2020. Wow, this was, when did the banks, April 2020, yeah, March 2023, August, September. So this was the low that the rest of the markets kind of had, and then we just dropped one more time. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's see what we do here. So, nice impulse. Almost looks to be like a triangle back here, pushed higher, then a big drop. This one overtakes this low. So this can be, almost like, it's very impulsive. You can have an ABC. You can have like a big flat here, guys. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. Let's do that for a little while here. Let's go A, B, C with a major flat. Now see, this is an interesting one. You see how this is an ABC. What I usually do in situations like this, when you see this type of a move, I have a tendency to place, wave 0 anywhere, let's say down there. Maybe you can even put it up at 0. And you know, you can have, let's say, a, you know, like a 1, 2, right, 3, 4, and 5. One, 2, 3, big old triangle, 4 in here, and then 1, 2. You can, I think that's a third wave right there. 3, 4, and up in 5, and then down. Now, since this is, you know, too much of a, it's a kind of high degree. Let's just go and do this here. We're gonna go and do 1, 2. Then we're gonna go like that, 3, 4, and 5. But I do want to go 1 degree lower. It's too much. So degree, it's a super cycle. Let's go cycle like that. So first cycle completed up here. If we go to a 2-week chart, we can maybe even see it a little bit better. So you have your drop here in an A, up in B, down in C. That's wave A of an expanded flat. Go up in B, you fake everybody out, and then you have the crash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're done. It's a second wave. Go back for a quick view at the monthly. So I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the wave 1 terminates there. We drop down. Now, let me make this bigger. Okay, what's been going on since then? Let me just kind of put this higher. We don't really care about that at the very moment. Just make a little bit more room. Now, nice little impulse here. 1, 2. Wow, I think this is pretty clean. I think this is pretty clean. Let's see. Impulse. From here we go up in a wave 1. We come down in 2. We go up in 3. Up here we go down in 4. That's too much. And then we go up in 5 here. Let me lower the degree for now on that. Let's just go intermediate here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have a problem with this thing here, and I like this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a nice third right there, right? So if that's a third, we got a 4 and a 5. Otherwise, we got to do, no, that's fine. Let's see here, just a little bit. Make it a little bit bigger. So what I'm thinking is going on, it's that this whole move here, it's another wave 1, and we're in the middle of some type of a wave 2 at the moment. So let's see, I think this wave 1 is fine, right? Yep, just to move up. Okay, what if this is, let me see if that low is below there, just briefly. Yeah, we drop below that low, so that's, I thought that could be a wave 2, and then a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and I'm gonna delete that, go back to a 2. Let me zoom back out to a month just to think about it a little bit. I mean, this is another 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So either this goes here. My laptop is running out of battery. Since that's a 5-wave, and that's a 5-wave move, and it's an impulse, and then maybe this wave 3 goes right there, and this whole thing was a 4. Since this was very sideways, right? This was a very sharp wave 4. I don't think we're breaking anything here. We're breaking, and we see the top of the wave 1. See, we never come below that 2290. So now we just have to deal with this wave 3, which I think it's an extended wave 1, 2, 3. I think that's what it is, guys. So we go basically from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 3 is the shortest wave. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, let's see. Why is wave 3 the shortest wave? It's because wave 5 is probably longer. Let's see. I'm looking for 5 versus 3. I don't think so. I mean, look. So something, it's a little bit fishy. You might want to check on that, but I think that's, look, this wave 5, it's exactly the size of the wave 3. So I think we're just going to ignore that there, because I don't think that that's the case. And this looks like, you know, we're having, if anything, you know, just a perfectly equal wave 5 with wave 3, which is totally fine. So what we'll do, see, I'm trying to follow the rules, right, and the guidelines, make sure we're not screwing anything up in terms of kind of how we're counting. So I'm looking at this as an extended wave 1, 2, up in, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, and then that's a 4, that's a 5, which means that right now we're correcting in here. So going back to a 1 week chart, make this a little bit bigger. Sorry, let me just push this over. So what we have here, this is a nice decent impulse. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and 5. Fine, and that's a 3-wave move so far. All right, so you have a nice ABC there, going back to a 2 week. So let's do that. We're gonna go A, B, C for now, which means going back to a monthly. Let me just delete that because it's in my way. I don't want to see that. Okay. Which means that if this was another wave 1, all right, what's going on now is this is wave 1. We're doing a wave 2 here. Let's just kind of put it out of the way for now. Let me just clean this up just a little bit, guys. All right, we're talking this degree. Where are you? Here. Just bear with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Okay. So we're on this degree of time. We're at the primary. 1, 2. I'm going to do a 3. I'm just kind of extending this out into the future. It doesn't really matter, you know, that much, but just to kind of have a decent visual here. Okay, so this whole thing might be a bit short for this whole thing to be, let's say, a wave 2. It's possible. You know, you get a wave 2 and now you're starting to go, or you have just a WX and then you come back again. So you can always put another wave 2 there. Might want to stay inside the channel, so you know, just in case this whole thing becomes, let's say, a W, oh, not an ABC, sorry. We go to a 2 week here. I'll show you. Combination, all right, like this, and we're gonna hook this up there. Okay, come on, made a mess out of this thing. Sorry, guys. Okay, what don't you like? Oh, it's because, oh, I know. The C wave is supposed to be right there. Okay, there you go, ABC. And then that's our 2. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so you can see WX and then down in Y for a wave 2, or this wave 2, you know, could be over if this ABC is done. I'll put it like there, like that. Delete that. So you see 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, down in 4, up in 5. You're done in this wave 1. And we're working a wave 2, which is either complete or it still needs a bit more to go. Right, if this wave X kind of, usually what they do is they travel all the way to the prior B wave high, right there, and you can have some kind of an X wave and then come back down again. The only thing that you cannot have here is a triangle. So, and as part of the wave 2. So it can be like, for example, wave X could be a triangle, or wave Y could be a triangle, but not the whole thing. So it's either, a zigzag, a double zigzag, and or some kind of a double three. You can have a triple. So I mean, since this wave 2 at the lower degree was a bit sharp, this could be more of a sideways move. So the way I would kind of do this would be, just maybe wait until this wave B top breaks. It will be a signal for me that this wave 2 might be over, and then you're placing it here and you're looking up. Really based on this, you don't want to come below this low here, because I think this was a successful test of this low, 26.86. And if I go down to a weekly, you kind of see, maybe even to a 2-day, you kind of see that that's a pretty decent impulsive move. So this could be just a simple ABC down. I bet you we're into the 61.82. See, it's 50%. Maybe you drop a bit more, but not much. So at the minimum, I think what could happen here is that we're going to be getting another, kind of A, B, C going up for now. Right? And if this extends, it becomes more like a third wave, then, we should be on our way up to the next higher leg. In here, you can, do a little bit of a trend line from the top here. See if it breaks above that guy. And yeah, that's kind of what I would go with for right now. I hope this was helpful. It was a little bit of a, I don't know, let's say maybe a little bit of an easier one from the ones that we've had before. But yeah, let me know what you think. Just kind of clean this up just a little bit. So once again, wave 1, cycle 2, cycle. Wave 1 primary, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down in wave, either wave 2 in an ABC or wave W of 2, and then back up in X, and then one more time, and then we go. So hopefully this was this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.